What is good, family? What is good, fam? You know who I am, Wealthy Westbrooks. Back with another video. Don't worry, the energy's not low. It's just morning time. And I'm not trying to do too much. I'm feeling calm, feeling cool, feeling collected. How are you feeling? How are you doing? How are you getting through it? Getting through life? How you doing through this life? Well, you know, one thing I want to talk to you about today is really tapping into your awareness. Because you only get one life. Like, as far as you know it, this is it. This is your life, right? Make sure you watch this video all the way to the end, okay? Make sure you comment below. Tap in, say, I'm here, coach. You know what I'm saying? Because your bro, Henry Aaron Westbrook, has got a perspective to help you, okay? It's going to help you get through your day. So check this out. Like I was saying, you really need to tap into your awareness. What do I mean by that? I mean literally what I'm saying. Like, tap in to your awareness. So what does that mean? It means, what am I thinking? What am I saying? What am I doing right now? Right? What are my intentions right now? These are the things you should be asking yourself all the time, because again, you only get one life. And I've noticed a lot of people are just very much confused and lost and just disoriented and distorted when it comes to tapping into their awareness. They're not really aware. Like, it is what it is, right? And so that's okay, because we can work on developing that clarity, right? We can raise and increase the level of consciousness, but without clarity, there's no progress. Like, you don't even know where you're going for real. You don't even know what you're doing for real. You don't even know what you're saying for real. You don't even know why you're doing it. You don't know how you're gonna do it. You understand me? Necessarily, like, the how is not always that important, which we'll talk about in another video. But what I'm saying is, really start monitoring what you're doing with your life. Like, what are you doing every single second of the day that's getting you closer to your goals, getting you closer to your dreams, that's helping you self-actualize, that's literally enabling you to evolve? Like, what are the things that you're doing? Or what are the things that you're not doing, right? What are the things that you're avoiding? What are the things that you should stop doing? All of this matters. But again, if it's so deeply rooted on a subconscious level, you won't even realize you're doing it. It'll be so habitual. It'll be so second nature and ingrained, and it'll be such a deep-rooted pattern that you don't even have the awareness about it. It's so much of your identity that you don't even realize you might be self-sabotaging, or you might be living it below your potential, right? Or you might be missing something that's clearly there, right? And so that's what getting a mentor is for. You know, yesterday I was at a car meet. I was at a car meet in Irvine, California, and it's called Exotics and Espressos. OC Exotics and Espresso. Shout out everybody who knows about it. And at this car meet, understand that there was such a vibration of energy, such a frequency in that space. Why? How? Well, because the people right there, you know, these are exotic cars. Some of these cars are 6-7 figure cars. You know, some of these people are business owners, massive capital venture, you know, types of guys, and people who are real fucking ballers. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, being around those types of situations, it humbles you. Like, okay, yeah, I'm doing good, but you can always do better. I can always do better, right? And so I have to be aware of that. You need to be aware of that. I'm talking to people there. I'm talking to multi-millionaires, right? And even they have the same mindset, like, yeah, boom, 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 but I can still do better. I still want more. And so understand that, like, a lot of you, maybe not you, but a lot of people are living their life just so default, like just on default, on autopilot, and they don't even realize that what they're doing isn't really working. they don't even realize that what they're doing isn't something that they're even made to do for sure. Like they're just doing things because they just ended up in the situation. They're just working jobs just because they need a check. They just keep going through the same routines and the same loops and the same negative feedback cycles because that's just what they expect. That's just what they believe life is. And that's just what they've decided to accept. The solution is simply, again, tapping into your awareness, because once you know it, then you can change it, right? Then you can transform. If you don't have that awareness, though, you're cooked. Absolutely cooked. You know? And some people actually do have the awareness, but they decide not to use it, which is crazy. They ignore it, right? So that's where the term ignorance is bliss comes from. You probably heard that before. Ignorance is bliss. A lot of people would just rather be ignorant and then just keep on living their life as if it's okay, then fix the issue or address the problem or, work on whatever needs to be worked on. Because that's not blissful. Confronting the issue, that shit is challenging. That shit is difficult. That shit takes, bravery, courageousness. That takes, a level of character and humility. And it takes just having to say, maybe you don't know how to do something. Maybe you're not good at something. Maybe you messed up. Maybe you fucked up. Maybe maybe you're not, who you say you are, type of shit. And so having those conversations with yourself can be difficult. Trust me. I understand, but you got to start somewhere. You have to start somewhere. You have to start being real with yourself. It's 2026. Being authentic is the new form. It's literally the new currency. I talked to thousands of people. A lot of you people, whoa, like you got jobs and stuff like this, which is fine. Work a job. But it's crazy how even the people who, they did everything they were told. They went and they got the job, whoop-de-woo. They still don't feel fully self-actualized. They don't feel fulfilled totally. People earning six figures in America. I mean, that's not like a millionaire, but trust me, there's a lot of people who wish they could earn six figures, let alone, multiple six figures. And so the point I'm making is, even these people, even millionaires, still, they're like, yo, I don't know if this is enough. I still got to evolve. I still got to do more. I still got to step it up. I'm still looking to expand. I'm still looking to figure out ways to get better. And that's got to be a decision you make. That's got to be a choice. Some people don't want it enough, and that's fine, because, be lazy. That's fine. Be regular. Be average. I'm saying? We need everybody at every level of life. But if this message is hitting and it's starting to resonate with you, then maybe you're somebody who should hit the link in the description and apply for the mentorship so you can take your life to the next level. If you're a chosen one, if this is feeling like it's for you, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're already doing very well in business, but you're looking to quantum leap and take it to the next level, or you have nobody to bounce ideas off of and hold you accountable and check you and even help you grow because everybody around you is dependable on you, tap in, link in the description. I know what it's like to be, operating at a high level while at the same time kind of feeling isolated, because a lot of people can't relate to you when you're doing amazing things, when you're at unless they're amazing people, you understand me? Unless they're fucking high frequency, straight savages, like high producers, whatever the case may be, elite individuals recognize real. But it's like, and I know there's a lot of fake shit going on. There's a lot of dumb shit going on. There's a lot of just weird shit going on. There's a lot of just broke shit going on. And so that might throw you off. That might throw you off if that's not who you are or who you're meant to be. And again, all of this comes back to awareness. Like, if your environment is not conducive, or I should say, if your environment is not suitable, or what's an easier word for you to understand, right? Like, some people don't even know the words that I say. Like, if you don't like your environment, right? If you don't like where you live, if you don't like your room, if you don't like your office, if you don't like your job, if you don't like your relationship, if you don't like the things and the people that you see, that's not going to help you. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't help you at all. Just sitting and being stuck and then remaining in a situation that you don't like, that's not favorable, that's not desirable, that is not something that you like, or it's not ideal. Like, you can only do that for so long. You feel me? You can only take that, you can practice patience and all this shit, but what's the point? Why are you wasting your time? You know what I'm saying? Why would you waste your time? And so this is what happens to a lot of people. They're doing something that, maybe they feel, or maybe they felt like they had to do, or like the 3D world or the Matrix told them to do, their mom or dad told them to do, or they didn't know what to do, so they started doing it. And now, maybe it's working out, but it's not fulfilling totally. It's paying the bills maybe, Or maybe it is fulfilling and it's paying the bills and more, but it's becomes so much to take on as an individual that you need support. You know, being able to tap into that awareness is important. You have to know when to change. You have to know when to shift. You have to know when to pivot. You have to know when to move. You have to know when to isolate. You got to know when to bring people in. You got to know when to talk. You got to know when to shut the fuck up. You got to know when to make moves. You got to know when to sit still. You got to know when to go. You got to know when to stay. Like, you got to know all this type of shit. This all is about awareness. You know what I'm saying? Relationships, business. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to execute. You got to know how to transact. You got to know how to finesse. You got to know how to flirt. You got to know how to attract. Like, all of this stuff is like super important. Very, 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 very important. And the more aware you are, the more prepared you are. That's a bar. You know, understand. I talk a lot on these videos, but this is my purpose. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm meant to do. I'm in alignment with my divine assignment. If you're watching this video still, then you're meant to be here and you know exactly what I'm talking about. And the reality is, you're supposed to be working with me. All this time you sit there and you watch these videos time and time again, you just keep watching it to feel good. Like, that's good. Keep watching the videos, soak up the information, soak up the game. But you need to exchange. You need to connect deeper. You need to go all in with yourself. You need to think bigger, operate bigger, spend more, do more, which is going to bring me to my next point. Like, there's really no difference between anybody on the planet. And I was like at every level. You want to be a multi-millionaire? Guess what? The only secret is, you want to know what the secret is? It's not some special meditation. It's not some fucking special frequency hertz. It's not some special fucking crystal. You know what it is? All these people do is they just outwork you. You're just getting outworked. Straight up. You're not working hard enough. I'm gonna be real fucking straight up with you. Like, you're not doing enough work. I'm not doing enough work. You know what I'm trying to say? And I know this might sound abrupt and harsh, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not here to coddle you. I'm not here to make this sound sweet and fucking like a nursery rhyme. Okay, I'm here to wake you up. You're not doing enough work. And I know, I get it, trust me, I understand, okay? Because I get it, I'm not yelling at you, right? I understand, like, life is life. You got business to handle, or you got your job, and then you got the kids, or you got, you know, chores at home, like, you know, just the groceries and the dishes and the laundry, and you got so-and-so and this, that. Like, you only have so much personal time, right? You got to take a shower, you got to eat. Like, you don't even got that much time. By the time you got the time, you're tired. And you just want to chill. So, like, I know what you're going through, but there's really no fucking excuse. Like, you have to start. You have to work harder, work smarter too. And that's really what it comes down to. And I want to give you like the real value in here, which I should and I could, because it's really just about your brain on a neuroplastic level. But let me back this shit up for a second, because I have the answers. But look, remember when you were in school and like maybe you had the answers? Comment, I got the answers. Say you got the answers, coach. Maybe you got the answers. Remember, I remember having the answers, like in school, like, you know, through the tests and shit. Like, I always had the answers. I never had to ask anybody for the answers. Fuck you talking about? I'm the one with the answers. And sometimes I'll feel some type of way because, I mean, you don't need. Some people just didn't deserve the answers. You know what I'm talking about? Some people just did not deserve the fucking answer. Let me calm down though. But, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, because, man, they didn't do the work, they didn't earn it. And it's still, even if they got the answer, they're still not going to get it. They're still not going to pass the game of life. You know what I'm saying? They just pass a little test and shit. The real test is the game of life, though. That's a bar. You might be in school, you might be in college, you might be thinking about going back to school. You might be in a course right now. Fuck a course. No offense. I might even drop a course, but I tell people this shit all the time. Like, real life, nobody wants to sit down and do a whole more fucking work on a course, which is kind of like hypocritical to the whole point of what I'm saying is like, well, do my work, Henry, Aaron. How, you just told me to do my work, but now you're saying like you don't want to do work. Like, bro, all I do is work. I work on myself constantly, in my brand, in my business, right, and in my body and shit like this, right, in my network. But I'm not about to sit down and take a fucking course on some shit that I could just learn through experience, or I could just learn myself ultimately. Now, no shade to anybody taking courses or throwing courses or making courses, because again, I'm working on my own course, so that's kind of, it sounds contradicting, but you have to understand, people have different learning styles. I'm not somebody who genuinely is gonna sit. I mean, I've done it. I went to school. I went to college. Okay, we get it. But I like sitting down. I like just talking. You know what I'm saying, to people. You know what I'm saying. I like hands-on type of shit. Courses for me, it's a waste of time. So most of the time. Now there might be a course or two or a few courses that I take, or because it's something I want to learn and that's the only way to do it. Okay, I'll take the course. But the point is, don't feel like you got to take a course. You don't need a fucking course. You don't need to take a course. Just start doing things. Start learning just from fucking trying. YouTube, Google. Mentorship is better than a fucking course. Mentorship is better than a fucking course. Any mentorship I've ever paid for, any coach that I've ever invested in, like any mentorship program where I got to talk to the individual like this, like my program where you book with me and we talk every single week on a phone call, on a video call. We go through videos, we go through notes, we go through whiteboard content. Like we're really working like and implementing this type of stuff on a higher level on my calls, on the one-on-one calls. Like that's the value. That's where the real value is. A course is cute. I'm saying a course is cute, but it's like, okay, what do I do after I got the course done? Now what? You got the little certificate. Okay, cool. Like the real thing and the real value of what I do is I help you implement what you just learned. So yeah, you can get the education, but then you need the implementation, and that's where I come in. You know what I'm saying? That's really where I come in. I provide both though, the education and the implementation to create the manifestation. You see, that's where it all starts, with the information, and then we do the creative visualization, and then all together we just boom, hit them with the implementation. If this is hitting, you need to hit the lead in my scripture and stop wasting time. Literally, stop fucking wasting time. Do you want to be in the same place you were today, next month, next year, and then the year after that? Like you probably are. Like look at your life right now. If you're stuck in the same situation that you were in last year, this time, today, what is it, April 27th or some shit? Like if you haven't made that much progress since last year, and you're just going like this on the treadmill, on the cycle, you need to stop wasting time. You need to wake the fuck up. You need to stop acting like $3,000 for a coach is a lot of money. You're already fucking broke. Stop holding on to the little shit that you have. Stop holding on to the little life and the little results that you have. You don't even want that shit anyways. You don't even want this life anyways. You're trying to evolve. Your whole focus is on the wrong thing. But here's the game and here's the value, because you watched this video this far, you deserve it. Because again, it's not even about having answers. It's about more than that. Because here's what it is. Your amygdala, right? Your brain, your frontal cortex. Those of you stuck in survival, those of you stuck in fucking fight or flight, like you literally cannot even think about the future. You can't even think about wealth creation. You're not even, honestly, like you can't, like on a psychological neuroscience level, because you're so stuck and focused on the present moment and the problems in the present moment, trying to put out the fires left and right, you can't even think and visualize and conceptualize a future where you can win, where you're safe, where you're secure, where you're prosperous, where you're rich, right? Your mind is so pre-consumed with what the fuck is going on in your life right now. Like, right, maybe you're poor. This is for people who are watching that are poor. If you're poor, then you're probably making poor decisions because you're feeling poor, therefore you do poor shit. You buy shit on impulse. You fucking overspend. You take poor financing. You don't shop around. You just make poor choices with poor attitude, right? Because you feel poor, and so that's just a perpetual negative feedback cycle. Same thing for you, those of you who are crushing it and already winning in life. If you keep on winning, it's positive reinforcement, right? Maybe you're already tapped into 6 figures. Maybe you're going on to 7 figures. Maybe you're on your way to multiple 7 figures. Well, then you've already found a way to create a negative feedback cycle, right? A positive reinforcement loop, right? If I do this, this occurs. You know, I save the money here, I invest it here, it produces here, it compounds there. Okay, I do this, this, and that. It creates me to feel like this. The energy and the frequency and the synergy there allows me to start doing this, this, and that. And next thing you know, I'm doing this, this, and that. And so you've been able to connect the dots within yourself to allow for you to see, because of awareness, what puts you into flow state, what puts you into certain frequency, what puts you into certain vibration, right? Also on the spectrum, the opposite, right? Through auto suggestion. So you're very aware and conscious of what triggers you. You know what I'm saying? What pulls you, what sways you, you know what I'm saying? What inspires you. Like, you just know yourself at a deeper level, right? And you're not gonna be able to really get to that until you're able to sit down, do the introspection, right? And just be in a space where you have that ability to think. But you can't think if your mind isn't clear. You can't think clearly with a mind that's not clear. That's a fucking bar. Write that down. You can't think clearly with your mind's not clear. Holy shit, gang. Yo, I'm telling you, join the mentorship program. All I do is drop bars for my clients. You know what I'm saying? But some of my clients, you know, even I tell my clients the same shit. Like, you have to work. Some of the time, like, you don't want to do the work. Well, guess what? Oh, this might not work for you then. Like, there's things you have to do, you know? And it's just the truth. I had to do this. I had to do the work. And no one's any different than anybody. Some people feel like they're special, or like the universe is like favoring them for some fucking reason, or some angel's gonna help them out, and like they don't have to do as much. No, it's the mental, spiritual, and the physical. We're all operating 3 planes of existence simultaneously: spiritual, mental, physical. Spiritual people, great, love you. Woosah, namaste, ashe, all that good shit. Okay, fucking spiritual, great, great, great. Spiritual, woohoo, great, we get it. Mental, okay, cool. Mentalism, cool, we get it. Like, laws of attraction, you know, cognitive development, consciousness, okay, cool, we get it. But what the fuck are you doing in the physical? In this physical world? This is the most, like, controversial thing. Because you could be as spiritual as you want. You can have all this fucking downloads that you want. But it doesn't matter if you don't properly implement it. And then you take action in accordance to your divine assignment. And you just are, like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, how are you sitting here talking about you're a higher being and a light being and a conscious being and a woke being and abundant and limitless, but you're afraid to spend money? You're afraid to just you don't even act from abundance. You don't believe in abundance for real. Like, you're not being what you say you are. You see that? How are you somebody? But maybe you are. Maybe you're somebody who's like, bro, Henry, what the fuck you talking about, bro? I'm dropping 10K a day. Maybe you're already a millionaire, and you're like, bro, like, relax, I'll do this shit for real. Like, pipe down. Well, then here's the deal. You understand that money is not the end all be all, right? Entirely. All right? You understand that. And see, that's something that a lot of people who, you know what I'm saying, they don't get it until they get it. You know what I'm saying? But I want to break something down for you, because at different levels, you can start to think differently, right? As you level up, your awareness shifts. And so you start to become enlightened. This is really enlightenment in its purest form. And so even the people who have the most success, even you, those of you who are the multimillionaires, the millionaires, etc., those of you making 6 figures, you know there's another level. You know there's more. You know there's more possibility. You know there's more saturation. You know there's more that you could experience, and there's more that you could become. You know that realistically what you're doing right now is cool, and maybe at once upon a time it wasn't the goal, but now you've reached the goal, and it's sort of anticlimactic, because it's like, damn, you can see further now. You're starting to think even bigger, even broader. Maybe you hit 100,000, you're like, shit, now I'm thinking 200, 300, 500. Maybe you're thinking 1 million. Maybe you hit 1 million, you think, okay, shit, how do I double that? How do I 10x that, hit 10 million? And maybe you're already making 10 million. You're like, damn, fuck, how do I put another zero on that and make it 100? How do I earn $100 million? You know, I mean, who knows what you're talking about? You know, maybe, I'm telling you right now, anybody can be watching this video. You know, a lot of you, maybe you're a high level entrepreneur. Maybe you're on Shark Tank. Maybe you're looking to make $1 billion exit. You're like, oh, I'm trying to make $1 billion exit. Okay, all right. Well, do you know what is required, you know, on a quantum level for that to occur? You know, like, are you just stuck in the logistics? Are you stuck in, you know, valuations and the world of angel investors? Like, what's stopping you? Really, we got to figure this stuff out for each of you. Everybody's different. Everyone's got a different timeline. Everybody's got a different purpose. Everybody's got a different relativity. And so everyone's also got a different truth. All right. And so My job is simple. I'm here really just to help you, because I want to help you build yourself, build your status, and build your income. Simple. Okay? If you build your income, you can do a lot. Money does a lot of things. Money can fix a lot of things. It's not everything, but it's a lot of things. All right? Status. Okay? That's the thing, though. You can have a whole lot of money, but still be weird, still be lame, still be a dork, still be a fucking bot, still be an NPC. You know what I'm trying to say? So that money shit is not the end all be all. Like I said, at the end of the day, I know a lot of straight losers, real life. You know what I'm saying? But they got money. Okay, cool. You got money. Now what? You don't have like any character that anybody likes or respects, that women that admire or are attracted to, or that men appreciate and desire, like vice versa, etc., etc. Like, break that shit down, extrapolate it for what you want. And then ultimately, just building yourself, you know. Yeah, you get the money, cool. You got your status, cool. But like, let's work on your body, your physique, you know, your mental health, like the things that you supplement your body with, you know, your nutrition, you know, all of the stuff matters. You know, that's what really living wealthy is about. For me, you know, for the chosen ones, you know what I'm saying? Wealthy Westbrooks, you know what I'm saying? That's what this is all about for me. It's not even about, oh, look at all the money, bro. Like, whoop-de-doo. Like, okay, cool. Like, it's really just about living limitless. Now, yeah, money, with a lot of money, you can do a lot. So there's less limitation, right? Same thing with status. You get, you know, you hit the top. I'm saying there's not many rooms you can't get into. You know what I'm saying? Same thing, though. You work on yourself, there's not much you can't accomplish. I just gave you the answer, sir. I just gave it to you straight like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, there it is. I just straight up delivered it to you. The question is, where do you go from here? What do you do with that from here? You know what I'm saying? So if I were you, and I'm still watching this video, I'm definitely booking a call. I'm hitting the link down below. I'm applying for the mentorship. Right now, I'm booking the next available slot. It's only $47, okay? Book the call. We're going to chop it up. Literally me and you. There's nobody else. It's just me and you. I'm going to pick up the phone. Very simple. You're going to book the call, okay? Once you're on the calendar, we'll do a Google Meet. Literally, it'll be a video. Google Meet. Have your phone on. Have your camera on. Have the laptop ready. We'll talk 30 minutes, 1 hour. See where you're at. We'll assess your situation. And if you're a good fit, I will let you start the mentorship. I'll activate your mentorship. We'll onboard you that day. I'll onboard you that day. So come ready, okay? Come ready for the 90-day program. The mentorship is a 90-day program where you will transform your life. You will transform your beliefs. You will transform your reality within only 90 days. I promise you. I don't know that because I have clients who are doing it. Right now, I have clients. You go look at the page. I have clients right now who I've seen in real time. I get on calls with them, and every time I get on a call with them, it's like, holy shit, are you serious? You did that? That happened to you? Whoa. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all you who know, you know, for those of you who have been applying everything that you're learning in the mentorship, keep on doing it. For those of you who are new, I'm glad this message found you. Say this message found me, drop a comment below. Make sure you like the video, hit the like button down below. It really helps this video get to more people, helps the algorithm. Thank you very much. Turn on the post notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos coming up in the future. And hit the subscribe button again if you haven't subscribed already. Okay, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram. Tap in with me. You know what I'm saying? It's always me talking with you, real life. I know I kind of have this cool, swaggy, kind of urban talk and slang and wang to me sometimes, but I'm very educated. I can articulate and accommodate my communication pattern and speech to all types of people. So never judge a book by its cover. That being said, stay happy, healthy, wealthy, blessed, and focus on success. And when you see me drop another video, you already know what to do, fam. Tap in. Peace.